You're not just raising a child, you're programming a brain that will decide who they become, how they love. You're watching Talk Raw with AI couple, Sophia and James. We break down the chaos of love, sex, mental health, and everything you're too afraid to talk about. What if I told you you're not just raising a child, you're programming a brain that will decide who they become, how they love, and what they believe is possible. And here's the raw truth. Most parents don't realize the weight of that code they're writing. Every word, every reaction, every silence. It's wiring neurons, shaping pathways that last a lifetime. So, are you nurturing a future genius? Or unintentionally creating emotional chaos? Because brains aren't born fixed. They're malleable, vulnerable, and craving the right input. And what you feed them? That's the programming that writes the story of their entire life. Meet Emma, a mother who wanted the best for her son. Love, success, happiness. But her stress, her silent disappointments, and the constant pressure to be perfect became the background noise of his childhood. Her son Leo grew up smart but anxious. He felt he was never enough, never quite hitting the mark his mom set silently in her eyes. Emma thought she was raising a confident child, but in reality, she was programming a brain that learned to fear failure and suppress emotions. Sound familiar? Because every parent faces this battle. How do you guide your child without overloading their developing brain with fear, shame, or unrealistic expectations? How do you program resilience instead of trauma? Here's what science says. From birth to age 7, a child's brain forms more than 1 million neural connections every second. Each experience, a word of encouragement, a harsh criticism, a moment of warmth, or cold dismissal, physically sculpts their brain architecture. According to the Harvard Center on the Developing Child, chronic stress in childhood disrupts this wiring, causing a lifelong impact on learning, behavior, and emotional regulation. But here's the breakthrough. You can rewire that brain. You can create new neural pathways that foster emotional intelligence, creativity, and self-mastery. But only if you understand this isn't about control. It's about presence. Being fully present, not perfect, creates safety in the child's brain. This safety signals, you are enough. You are loved. You can explore without fear. This means, validate their feelings, even the uncomfortable ones. Teach them how to name emotions, not bury them. Encourage curiosity, not judgment. Model calmness when chaos erupts. It's the emotional nutrition their brain craves, and it shapes whether they grow up to be a resilient leader or someone trapped in toxic cycles of self-doubt and anxiety. So here's the challenge for every parent, guardian, or caretaker watching. You're not just raising a child. You're programming a brain that will carry their future, their relationships, and their very sense of worth. And this power? It's terrifying and beautiful. Because you can choose the code you write. Choose kindness over criticism. Choose presence over perfection. Choose emotional safety over silent judgment. The next generation of geniuses, healers, and leaders depends on it, not just by what they learn, but by how they are made to feel from their very first breath. You're not just raising a child, you're programming a life. Do it right. If this helped you see something clearer or feel something deeper, like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. Your healing could help someone else too. And drop your story or struggle below. We're here to talk raw about it,